Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching. By law, I have to tell you that this is for entertainment purposes only. All videos are property of Psychic Liz Cross, LLC. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Mr. Reality and Psychic Medium Liz Cross on the other side of the coin. Liz, we've just talked to Saint Nick. I thought we could talk to the dark counterpart known as Krampus, a pre-Christian alpine folklore myth described in holiday traditions as the counterpart that blends into sort of like a horned being, and he abducts children and punishes them when they're bad. So this might be a fun one to do. And people have asked if Krampus is real, and there are a lot of stories about Krampus. So have you ever heard of this?
Never. Oh my God. How creepy.
So is Krampus like an actual individual? Is it an entity? Is it a thought form? Is it an alien presence?
It's an energetic consciousness, it's a conscious mind thought form. It's mythology.
And so how has that been given power over the years, and who came up with it?
Some old storyteller came up with it to counter, was it sort of children's folklore? I mean, in a way it was to try to scare children into being good. Kind of like, oh, the boogeyman's gonna get you or something like that.
So this character, this author, what does he feel? How does he feel that 2000 years later ish, his story is still talked about?
He thinks it's hilarious.
Where was his origin and motivation for it? Did it come from dark forces? Was it a situation he encountered early on in his life or previous life?
No, but he always wrote tales of darkness, is what I'm getting. Like he liked to write sort of old-fashioned horror stories, um, folklore, things that go bump in the night.
Has he met Stephen King?
Really. Um, wow. He thinks that's really funny.
Is he incarnated now, the author of Krampus?
No.
So this entity now, when people talk about it, what does it do? Does it give it power? Is it able to interact with us on the Earth plane?
Well, it does give it power. It gives it, a larger ego. It grows the consciousness. It wants to remain alive for as long as possible. Now, this story will die out, whereas Saint Nicholas won't. This will. This is on its way out.
Well, that's possible. Um, did he have any physical manifestations, or has he always been just a thought form?
Always just a thought form, but gave little boys and girls nightmares.
So what does that benefit?
Well, it benefits him, the author, because he finds that fact quite amusing.
Is that a negative karmic imbalance that he then gets from giving children nightmares?
Ooh. Oh, absolutely. Yes.
So where's he at in the karmic bank scale, this author of the Pan reincarnation as Krampus?
Where are you in the karmic bank scale? Oh, he's way in the negative. But he doesn't seem to care.
Has he incarnated now?
No,
When was the last incarnation?
not that long ago. He was gone in the 1940s during the Second World War.
Was he involved with magic and light and dark in that incarnation as well?
No, no, he was a soldier.
Okay.
He was German. He was a Nazi soldier that was killed in battle.
How do they celebrate Christmas over there? We're asking Krampus or the author.
How do you? I'm asking the author, how do you celebrate? Well, they don't. They don't celebrate Christmas.
Why
Let's
not?
ask Krampus. Um, let's ask Krampus, do you celebrate Christmas? Oh, yeah. He loves Christmas because there are regions that do still read or tell this story of Krampus. Yes.
So where does Krampus exist as a thought form? Is it like a different plane than where souls exist? And is this what we're doing now the only go-between that he ever gets or she gets?
Mhm.
I
It's a
don't want to
more
misgender Krampus.
masculine. Yeah, it's a more masculine energy. Um, where do you exist as a thought form? It's just out in the ether. It floats around and it manages to sustain itself because these stories aren't really told until around this time every year.
Right.
But there's less and less each year. So the energy is kind of waning, is what I'm getting.
Is he able to interact with other thought forms on the plane that he exists in?
Ooh, God, what a great question. No.
So is he in between our world and their world, or is he like in another region
Hmm. Are you in between like our world and this? Yes, basically.
with a third one?
No, he exists in between our world and the spirit world on some sort of dimensional level. Which extends basically our consciousness every time that we think about him or tell his story or talk about him, our consciousness is sending energy to the thought form.
Has Krampus ever seen any UFOs or extraterrestrials?
No.
What can Krampus tell us about this season?
What can you tell us about this season? It's business as usual. Um, his methods of scaring people obviously no longer work. It's more of a funny thing now. It's not really something that children are scared of. It's more laughable. I have to ask the author a question. This picture with the long tongue, why the long tongue? Like that is what makes this thing really scary. He goes, I know. And did you like try out different characters? Because I mean, he could draw, he could sketch. So did you try out different characters to find out which one boys and girls would think was scariest? No, he just instinctively knew. And it was a sign of the times, he said, that figures were always with long tongues or salivating, foaming at the mouth, sort of werewolf looking creatures, half body of a human, half body of an animal.
What other terror tales has the author written that have fallen into antiquity?
Hundreds.
Give me the top two.
There was one he wrote about Satan himself and how Satan would capture the hearts of children and then destroy them. And apart from Krampus, obviously, is what you want to know. And what was another one? He wrote several ghost stories. One in particular was a ghost that only children could see and interact with. It would only scare children, not adults.
Was this pre or post St. Nicholas?
Were you pre or post? Around the same time, he says.
Was he also in Turkey or was he from somewhere else?
He was well traveled. He also had a lot of money. Um, were you also in Turkey? No. Where were you? I mean, I'm getting like around the Hungary area of Hungary, Poland area.
How did he get his money? Because, people couldn't read, I imagine.
Ooh, how did you get your money? It was old money. At some level, he was aristocracy of the region. He was a child of an aristocrat.
Hmm. And how long did he live in that lifetime?
How old were you? Up to about age 40.
A life cut too short. Did he ever have any negative or dark entanglements associated with him in that lifetime or subsequent lifetimes?
Ooh, did you ever have any negative entanglements or entity? Well, yeah, I mean, where he grew up was almost like this castle-like place, and it was haunted. That was what gave him a lot of inspiration for his writings. I mean, he used to be scared as well when he was younger. And he says the feeling of being scared, even though it's not the best feeling in the world, it still reminds you that you're alive.
But no energetic entanglements or attachments?
No.
Was he a psychic or a medium in that lifetime? Could he communicate with those ghosts?
Ooh, were you a psychic or medium? He says he was a medium.
Hmm. And so he was able to talk to the things that were around him and the people that were around him.
Would you use your mediumship? He didn't really use it. No.
What does he feel about the holiday, the author?
What do you feel about the holiday? Well, he believes it's the root of all evil. It's fake, it's false, it's dispirited, is what he said. It's meaningless. It's just a bunch of show. Um, who's got the biggest presents? Who's got the best presents? It's not what it was supposed to be.
It's interesting we have another side of the coin here. So the incarnations that he's had since, were they all also negative with negative connotations of the solstice season?
Yes.
Why is that?
Why is that? Because it celebrates darkness, negativity. It represents negativity in his mind,
Doesn't it do the opposite though?
not according to him. No.
What is he cooking up for a Christmas feast up there this year?
Air stew.
A lot of air. We got this idea for a calendar. We'll tell him about it next time. Liz, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And Krampus, thanks for joining us. Great to have you with us. And author of Krampus, congratulations on making an enduring horror children's story.
Well, so back then, he just wants to say folklore, fairy tales, most of that was horror stories. So he was falling right in line with the times.
Thanks, Liz.
Thank you.